My name is Tommy Zerga. I'm 23 years old, and right now I'm aspiring to be an animator. And what that entails is pretty much me at my desk right here. And I'm working on this animation that I've worked on for about a month and a half. And once it's all done, I'm going to send it off to different animation studios and hopefully get picked up as an animator. So when I start each day, I like to look at my progress so far, make sure everything looks okay, and then I'll move on from there. So here's what I have so far. Make it closer. Okay, I like the way that looks. So come back out. And then once I have it all done, I'm going to put sound to it too. And that's what I have so far. So the next part I'm going to do is my guy confidently walking up to the elevator door because he thinks he finally has it open. Now, this idea didn't start out as an elevator. It started out with him and two birds. And I couldn't figure out a good ending for that one. So then from there, I went to the guy eating breakfast and going through this kind of maze thing, just really weird, no sense to it really. And then lastly, I came up with this idea of an elevator, because sometimes you go and the elevator just won't open. So in this case, the elevator is doing it on purpose. It's kind of alive in a way. So now, I won't give away the ending, but right now he's going to animate him walking into the elevator, towards the elevator. Start by setting up my camera. Figure out how he's going to be. This part's really tedious, and I can see a lot of people getting bored with this, but I love this part so much. This is where the creativity comes in, and you get to figure out, you know, how I want it to look. And then once it's all done, you see your work come together, and it's just the coolest thing. And the way it works is you got your model and you give him a skeleton, and then with that skeleton you can manipulate his different body parts and move him however you want. The main thing you just gotta learn is timing. And when I do timing, I have a stopwatch. I do the movements, and then the movements translate into the animation, and I think it looks really good that way. So I'm pre-timed out. Just going to turn 10 seconds. No, sorry, 10 frames. 24 frames a second. He's going to turn in 10 of those frames. Just going to zoom in a little bit so you can see it a little better. Alright. So right now he's going to turn, because he just had his fingers in his ear, so he's going to turn, and he's going to see what's happening. So 10 frames. And when I have a more in-depth project with a person who has lots of bones that need to be moved and manipulated in the time frame, my mind usually starts to wander and I start to think about things, and in this case I was given questions to think about. And the first being, what do you fear? And for me there's a couple of things that I fear. And I guess the first main one, main thing that I fear is, I guess, loneliness. When I was in high school, I kind of lost my friends because they did activities and festivities that I wasn't really into. So because of that, I never really got invited out to hang out with them. And because of that, I kind of lost the confidence in my social skills that I would need. And now I still don't quite sure know how to get there, to get new friends and get in relationships. So loneliness is a big one, because it's 8 years later and I'm still that childish, not sure what to do, make new friends scenario. I try really hard, but you do what you can, and so loneliness is kind of like a curse. I'm afraid to be lonely for the rest of my life. And then the other one that's pretty big is, it's the future of this country. Like, the people in it are, they're bitter to each other, and it's not pleasant to be around sometimes, and you just makes you wonder, if it stays like this, what's going to happen to the future of the civilization. And I really hope that things get better. It's just, right now, it's not looking too good. So I'm afraid for the future of our country that, we can wise up and start treating each other with a little more respect and treat each other nicer. And just, there's no need for hate and all that. So I really hope that changes in the future and that everything gets worked out. But my two big fears are loneliness and the future of this country. And the second thing to think about is, what do I love? And quite frankly, I love love. Love is so powerful, and it's just such a beautiful thing, and it's amazing. You walk down the park and you see an elderly couple who've married 50 plus years holding hands, and it's just, they found someone that they could like for such a long time, and they stuck with them, and it's just so neat to see love. Love is what I love.